You see it? Yeah. Yeah. Girl, you better go.
Useful tool that allow drivers to capture any incidents that may occur for insurance purposes. But since they are always running, they sometimes capture things that nobody ever intended to see. The original uploader of this first video claims that it was recorded in Saudi Arabia, where you can see the driver slowly creeping along at night towards a white figure that is standing on the side of the road. Almost immediately, you can tell that something isn't quite right with whatever the car's lights are pointed towards, and the driver gets audibly scared. The white figure begins to approach the vehicle, limping as if it is injured or just old and frail. It is here where the driver begins to yell out commands towards the figure, and according to YouTube comments where someone translated it,
I feel like he's
basically
playing with
telling
it.
the figure to go
better
and
stop
back
playing
up
with
and
it.
get away from his car. Here is the clip with audio.
Bro, if I saw something like that driving at night, I'd make a U-turn and go the other way. I ain't got time for that. No, you messing with it, bro. Mother gonna take off in a full sprint. Gonna get you. Vixen, why are you drinking more? You watching a scary movie? Look, it's coming. You see it, Vixen? You see it? Yeah. Yeah. Girl, you better go.
The figure seems to have a staff of some
hell
sort in its hand.
Why is
And
he
the way that
playing
is
with
hunched
it?
over and staggering towards the car at certain points in this
I'll
video
run them,
leads one
bro.
to believe that it is very, very old, whatever it is, yet somehow able to still move a little fast. It looks as if this video was captured in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night, which further adds to the point that this could possibly be a witch according to the original video's title. That's what they were insinuating. Nevertheless, this clip is definitely scary and something I would personally not want to see, especially while driving out in the wilderness at night.
No. He's still there, bro. He's still there.
Our next clip for today's video is not anything paranormal, but in fact something very real and very dangerous. What started out as a normal taxi ride turns sour as the driver sitting up front asks for the exact location of where the occupant would like to go. That occupant reaches forward and holds a gun to the taxi driver's head. The taxi driver is visibly very worried and in fact pleads with the man, telling him that he had just started his shift and did not have much money on him. What the robber does not know at this point is that there is a sheriff parked right behind them at the intersection. Had that sheriff not been parked behind this car at this given time, this clip could have turned out much different and most likely would have ended with the taxi driver in some serious danger. Here's the clip.
Give me all your money, man. Man, I don't. Give me everything you got. Give me that now. All right,
bro.
I need it now. All right.
Damn.
Make this the hard way, man. Everything I got, man. Keep your hand where I can see them. I just started. What else you got? I just started. Your wallet. Let me see your. I don't have anything in my wallet. We can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now. If you don't want to die,
Vixen,
man.
that's sad.
Okay. Give it all to me now. Okay. give me everything you got.
Sir, I don't have anything in my wallet. I don't
Give me
carry
your
it.
wallet and your phone. I need your wallet and
No, please don't give me your phone.
Bro, didn't the cop not see this? Oh, I'm about to say it took him a long time to get out. Hurry, hurry up! He just walking to the car. Come on, man. I feel like that man was about to lose his life. I mean, I know to the cop point of view, you know, you got to make sure, but I'm just saying, he was walking slow as hell.
As with anyone in this situation, the taxi driver absolutely freaks out and basically freezes up. The robber is threatening that
I'm
if
glad
he does
that
not
man
give him
okay.
his
I'm glad
money,
he didn't lose his
he will
life.
die. Luckily, as you saw in the clip, the sheriff walks forward after he sees the silhouettes in the car in what seems to be an odd situation. And before even realizing that it was a robbery, he demands that the robber gets out on the ground, and the taxi driver gets out exclaiming that the sheriff is a lifesaver. The sighs of a relief that you hear from the man are very real and very natural, because he was just in what he considered to be a life or death situation. All in all, even though it unfortunately happened, this is the best case scenario for this man. And even though he got away, much like the person in our next clip, he will most likely need some sort of therapy after this, as that is a very traumatic experience to go through, and hopefully something that none of you ever have to experience. Keep in mind when you're watching these that it is very easy as a third party viewing this to know the right thing to do, but when you are in the moment and actually in the situation, and you are left feeling afraid or worried, your mind can sometimes just shut down completely and freeze, leaving you vulnerable and in great danger. So keep that in mind before you pass judgment on this taxi driver for being incredibly afraid in this situation. Following the theme of that last clip is another very real danger captured on dashcam.
Saw that scooter.
The driver of this clip was hauling a large shipment on an 18-wheeler truck.
Robbery.
He is on a one-way road at night, and as he drives forward, he approaches a block in the road, accompanied by not one person like the last clip, but instead a large group
Man,
of
bro, they
people
need some street. Whoa.
that begin to swarm around the truck. And in the clip that you are about to hear, you can hear them throwing things such as rocks and other throwable objects towards the
When
driver,
they-
possibly in hopes of breaking the glass and hitting him, so that they could
Bro,
incapacitate him and steal the truck or whatever was inside of it.
Bro, when they was talking about group robbery, I thought they was talking about like five or six, but damn, that looks like 20. It look like those. I ain't gonna say it, but dang, they blocked the
This
road
was
and
a very
everything.
coordinated attack. The road ahead of him has a few very large tree
With a
branches
group like that, you
would
think they was
surely
gonna
cause
try
some
to
damage
rob
to
a
the truck
freaking money
and possibly
truck or
pop
something?
all of his tires. So seeing this,
Like
he had
Brinks.
no option but to retreat backwards. And seeing as how there are people in the back trying to stop him, he then decided to just shift back into drive and pile drive over the branches themselves. According to the video's description, he did get away, but I'm sure the truck's tires were damaged as a result.
Vixen,
And in
almost
all
felt you
honesty,
drunk some of this
the
water.
driver probably had to have some sort of therapy afterwards for this very troubling and
Smell
scary
you in my
incident.
water, just-
I wouldn't be surprised if
Smell
he
you.
quit his job that same day.
You want some water? Here, you can have it. Go ahead, take it.
For our
Just like
last
I take
clip of the
everything
day,
else in my life.
we have a first-person account of a car flipping in an accident. Of course, being in a car accident is one of the last things that anyone wants to experience. And if you're anything like me, you never have so
first-person car
far, so
flip.
you do kind of wonder what it's like to be in the middle of one. Well, our next clip shows what it's like to be in an unexpected car crash. Even with the knowledge of the crash about to happen, I doubt you're gonna even be able to react before it actually occurs in this next video. So while it may look like the driver is going very fast in that clip, it is mostly due to the effect of the fisheye lens that his dash cam uses. As you can see, the car comes
He was kinda
suddenly
calm.
out of
I would've
nowhere
probably
in the
been
intersection,
screaming.
running a stop sign, and causes him to turn
I
and
would've probably
eventually
been
flip
like,
his car.
Hold on, I'm about
This is a
to show
very
you what I would
harrowing
do
video
right when
for
he
the
hit. This right
realism
would
and the
be me.
fact that it happens so abruptly.
Hold on, I'm driving.
Those were just a few terrifying clips caught on dash cams. There are many more that happen every single day.
driving.
Just remember to always be safe.
Oh, I
while
thought I was gonna
driving,
show it.
and
No,
remain focused
man,
on
I
the
would have been
road.
like, sweet baby
As
Jesus.
always,
But
stay
never
safe,
mind.
and thanks
He
for
messed
watching.
up. He messed up my joke. Asshole. Messed up my joke.
Stay safe. Thanks for watching.
Well, guys, that was it. Not as scary as the first one I did a couple weeks ago, but it was pretty interesting. The first one I was wanting some more like the first one with the guys going into looked like a dark field. It was just dry and dirt. And they saw something in their lights that was white, and it was in a white dress, and a figure hunch over, like, you know, when you see it, you know, common sense should tell you, hey, maybe I should put it in reverse, turn around, and take my ass home. But he didn't do that. He played with it, and kept playing with it, and kept playing with it. And the one thing I just don't get is, after a while, he started screaming as she was getting closer and closer. That's how it sounded. He was like, ah, ah. And it's like, bro, you should have just hit reverse, and you should have just went on home with your wife and kids. Now you put yourself in a situation where daddy might not be coming home at all. But then most of them was like robberies, which I was actually surprised. But I'm glad that old man didn't lose his life. I'm glad the cops, you know, was able to de-escalate the situation and put him in handcuffs, and the taxi driver was able to walk out with his life. It sucks when you're just trying to make a living, an honest living as a citizen, and you're trying to work, and then somebody do something stupid like that, try to rob you. You know, it's sickening. I hate it. I really do hate it. But that's the way the world is. But props to that cops that was able to stop him. And that group robbery, bro. Like I said, when he said group robbery, I thought he was talking about 5 or maybe 4. But dude, it was like 20 of them. Like, what is y'all doing out there? It's dark. I mean, is this a cult? I mean, what's going on? And how did we know that they really was going to rob them? Like, they could have been like some people, like from a village or something. Like, they take people, kidnap people, and they eat them. And you never see them again. It sounds like a good scary story in a movie. But like, that's just crazy to me. And right when he hung and like kind of hit the gas, they like all scattered. Like, they was like cockroaches. You know how when you go in the kitchen, you open the light, they start coming, and then when you start getting the ray and start going to them, they just scattered. That's how they was when you like hung and kind of was like zoom zoom, and they all just scattered away. That was kind of that was a big group. I'm curious what all them people was doing out there. That's crazy. But if you like this video, hit the like button. If you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button. And I will have more for you, throughout the week. Have a good day. Stay blessed. Take it easy. Be safe out there. I'm out.